Excuse me. What in the world are you thinking?
Mean Gene, the first thing you need to do is to tell these people to shut up if you want to hear what I gotta say.
What up, y'all? It's KMB, the Sexy Ninja, in the place to be for the Paper Saber Universe, and this is the New World Podcast, brother. We're talking about SmackDown, June 7, 2024. Wade Barrett, Corey Graves on commentary. We're in Louisville, Kentucky, and we started off with the Bloodline. Not only is the Bloodline starting to show, Cody Rhodes is outside in the parking lot waiting for AJ Styles to arrive because of what happened last week. But the Bloodline come down to the ring. Paul Heyman has the mic, and he tells everybody he wants to make things crystal clear to us as the audience is the fact that Mr. Solo is the head of the table, and Tama Tonga is the right-hand man to Solo. And, you know, a lot of stuff's going on here. And with Loa and everything else, you know, visually, this is the new Bloodline. I really do enjoy this Bloodline a lot. I really do. I think that they have potential to take it to another level. I feel like they have a potential to just go crazy with it. And I like the fact, like, it's not a cool, calm, collective, you know, strategy type of Bloodline. This is just a straight mafia, so sloppy, you know, we're going to revenge and just violence is the case here with this Bloodline. So a lot of people that are hating them, it's like, just give it some time, and soon Solo's going to shine so bright. But I'm so happy we get the We Want Roman chants and everything like that. So, but of course, Paul tells him, like, hey, we got Kevin Owens to worry about as well. And right when you say the man's name, here comes Kevin Owens. He's ready for a fight. Then the Street Profits come down to help Kevin Owens after he's trying to take out the Bloodline. It ends up in a big brawl, and we're going to get that being the main event, because after this, Paul's with Solo, and Solo's like, Paul, you need to fix this now. Go tell Adam Pearce I want a match with us versus Kevin Owens and the Street Profits tonight, or you are going to face Tama Tonga in the locker room. And Paul's like, I don't want that. He's like, I thought so. I was like, damn, Solo is just, he's vicious. And of course, during this, we got a QR code. The Wyatt 6 is coming. We got Jade and Bianca to start the show versus Candice and Indy. Fun match for what it was. Fire Dawn, Shayna, Zoe, they're all ringside. Which is going to go to a big announcement later on the show. But Jade and Bianca, they got such a great chemistry, and their finisher is so much fun. And they beat Candice, they beat Indy. And this, like I said, this match was a lot of fun. Fire Dawn, Shayna, Zoe, they all just start fighting and brawling, which is going to go later on tonight when Jade and Bianca go visit Nick Aldis in his office. And what would they be talking about? And we have Nick again with Cody, and he's telling him, like, dude, this is not the way to do this. Violence is not the way. You got to just wait. And Cody's like, this is bigger than this. This is big, you know. Cody feels betrayed by AJ Styles for what he did last week. And there's some foreshadowing, Ric Flair on the truck, you know, and everything like that. Are we really going to get the Arn Anderson coming to Cody's side? Because Cody's even mentioned in interviews, like, he wants a manager and stuff like that, and like he had Arn in AEW, but will WWE allow that? So, you know, and everybody was like, look, Rick's on the truck, but what does that mean? I don't know. There's so much background stuff when it comes to Triple H that it's just there, and you got to kind of just soak it in and just try to think, like, is he hinting at Four Horsemen? Is he hinting at Arn Anderson or anything like that? So, a lot of foreshadowing there. But Nick tells Cody, all right, well, you know, you need to not do this. And he walks away. Then we get Sarah with Apollo. He gets attacked by Angel and Humberto. And Nick's like, oh, this shit's going on. Here comes LA Knight. He's like, where's Logan? Huh? Playing Tetris. That's what Nick tells him. LA Knight gets pissed, and here comes Carmelo Hayes. And Nick's like, I just lost a match for tonight. You know, I got to figure it out. And LA Knight's like, oh, I got a match? Oh, you need a match, huh? Hey, how about LA Knight versus Carmelo Hayes? And Carmelo Hayes is like, you know what? Let's do it then. A really, really fun match is going to be coming out of that. Next day, we have Johnny Gargano versus Grayson Waller. Grayson Waller got the win. I was like, holy shit. But more tension between Austin and Grayson. And we have the Waller effect next week with DIY. So I'm wondering how that's going to play. But this was a really, really fun match. Then we get Cody backstage with Nick and security. AJ Styles rolls up with the Good Brothers. The OC is back. And Cody's just like, let me have him. And this is my favorite part of the show. And I will say this, I've been having a lot of problems for the past couple days. Personal problems, mentally, physically, and all this and that. And I just needed something to just get myself out of that funk, get myself mentally good and mentally stable. And that's why I love professional wrestling, because this show did that for me. And on all sorts of levels, and watching this just made me so happy. Seeing Cody, like, oh yeah, and he goes to the ring, no music, big smile on my face. I'm like, Cody, and he calls out AJ Styles, and AJ Styles comes out, and plus security and everything. So it's massive. We're telling a huge story here, and AJ Styles, like, you know what I want. I want my shot at that championship. And Cody says, is that what you want at Clash at the Castle? If that's what you want, it's going to be what you should have done last week is quit. So we're getting an I Quit match at Clash at the Castle. And I was like, oh my God. Cody tried to get AJ, but AJ got a sucker punch. And my blood is boiling. I'm smiling ear to ear. I'm like, Cody, AJ 2 in an I Quit match at Clash at the Castle. Let's go. And Nick Aldis with the thumbs up. Oh, so good. Bianca and Jade or Byron, this is what I was talking about. We're going to get a triple threat for those women's tag team championships at Clash of the Castle with Zoe and Stark versus Fire Dawn versus Bianca and Jade. Huge match right there. So Clash at the Castle is already shaping up to be awesome. And next up, we have LA Knight versus Carmelo Hayes. Awesome, dude. Such a great match. These two have such great chemistry. I want to see them fight again. LA Knight got the win. Carmelo Hayes is pissed. But LA Knight cuts a promo after because he says, hell, I want Logan Paul. You know we're going to get Logan Paul for that championship at SummerSlam. And LA Knight's going to dethrone Logan Paul. But they're really building up the tension between these two. And he says, if you don't want to come to SmackDown, I'll bring SmackDown to you. Whew. Here comes Tiffy with Nia Jax, and Tiffy tells Nia, like, hey, I'm the princess of WWE, you're the queen of WWE, we could make a good team, toodles. And Nia's like, she thinks about it a little bit, but here comes Michin, and Michin has a big match at Battleground this Sunday. So Michin gets in Nia's face, Nia's face. And Michin throws soda in Nia's face, and she gets thrown over the table, and Nia slips by accident. But this sets up something between these two, which is going to happen next Friday on SmackDown when they're in Glasgow. And next up, we have Bayley. She has a huge match with She has a huge match with Piper Niven in her home country. Bayley comes out, but of course Chelsea and Piper follow right after, and it's a great back and forth between the two. Piper Niven giving that emotional promo saying like, hey, I've been in this for a very, very long time. I've been making my way through the UK. I've been making my way through all those, in Japan and everything like that. There's just a passionate Piper Niven saying like, don't count me out because I will walk out with your championship, whether you like it or not. And Chelsea's just there just being the great, like, yeah, she's right. Facts. Logan Paul promo. He's cutting it from home. I guess he is at a Tetris tournament in Las Vegas. But Logan Paul tells him, like, hey, man, you're not on my level, bro. I'm a high-class superstar. I will fight the best of the best, but you go back to the mid-card. I'm like, damn, Logan. Logan Paul really bringing it to LA Knight. And these two are going to have a classic match at SummerSlam. I just know it. We got Naomi backstage with Nick and Chelsea and Piper. Then we go into our main event, the Street Profits of Kevin Owens versus the Bloodline. Awesome match, dude. Like, it's just a battle of battles, a brawl. And it ends in a DQ because Solo brought in a steel chair and we still brawling afterwards. And they put Kevin Owens through the table. And the Bloodline stand tall in Louisville, Kentucky on SmackDown, June 7th, 2024. 5 out of 5, baby. My match of the night. Johnny Gargano versus Grayson Waller. Next up to that, LA Knight versus Carmelo Hayes. And the main event itself being as chaotic as it was, you got Tama Tonga going, back and forth, and SmackDown layeth the smacketh down on my ass and made me feel better. So thank you for escapism. Thank you for entertainment. Thank you, WWE, for bringing me out of the funk. A lot of fun with this show, so go check it out. Tell me what you think of the show. Drop those comments below. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, share it with your grandma, share it with your grandpa, share the bum down at Walmart. Go to ProWrestlingTees.com/New World Podcast. Get yourself that sweet nWp logo created by Penta X. And remember that the New World Podcast is for life. brother.
I am going to make you say what you should have said last week, and that is I quit.